Oh, no. Piledriver! Oh!
Ever seen someone get flipped upside down and driven headfirst into the ground? Yeah, that's a pile driver, and trust me, it's as gnarly as it sounds. The human neck and spine are very delicate. The pile driver essentially bypasses the spine's natural shock absorption mechanisms. The impact forces when taking the move are concentrated directly onto the cervical spine, often at awkward angles. This creates a perfect storm of potential injuries, a long list of life-threatening injuries, crushed vertebrae, ruptured discs, and, in the worst-case scenario, catastrophic spinal cord damage. We're talking about the type of injuries that has cut short the careers of legends like Owen Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's the kind of move that makes doctors say, well, that's certainly a new angle for a neck. The muscle buster. The muscle buster is a devastating move where one wrestler hoists their opponent onto their shoulders in a seated position, facing outwards, and then dropping them down, driving them straight onto the mat. It looks incredibly painful, and it is, and it's absolutely banned from WWE. Being abruptly lifted upside down can be disorienting and cause a rush of blood to your head, and being dropped down in that position is very, very dangerous for your neck. The move very nearly had a fatal and paralyzing impact on Tyson Kidd. The move ultimately ended his wrestling career. Nasty cuts. Several professional wrestlers have been affected by the diving headbutt, with notable cases including Harley Race, Dynamite Kid, Punt Kick. The Punt Kick is banned from WWE because, like the diving headbutt, they can cause serious head trauma. Randy Orton talked in depth about the Punt Kick and how it's hard to work a kick to the head, and hence it was deemed too risky and banned. The original version of Triple H's pedigree, sometimes called the spiked double underhook facebuster, and seen in his 1996 matches, easily found on YouTube, was a truly shocking move. Unlike his current finisher that drops opponents onto their face, this early rendition was essentially a dangerous power driver where wrestlers were spiked directly on their skull with no way to brace themselves due to their arms being locked. This incredibly risky maneuver hasn't been performed in decades and is rightfully banned in WWE. The Victory Star Drop. The Victory Star Drop is another neck-targeting move where the impact's force is key. It was apparently so dangerous that wrestlers could seriously injure opponents with it, likely explaining why WWE has never featured it. It's difficult to describe without a visual. Please refer to the image on screen. But essentially, a wrestler on the turnbuckle would use their legs to flip their opponent backward before driving their knees into them like a pile driver. This incredibly reckless move offers the opponent virtually no control over their landing, which is probably why WWE avoids it entirely. The Shooting Star Press. While the Dragon Screw Neck Whip is essentially a head and neck variation of the Dragon Screw Leg Whip, and even a picture of it should be alarming. The setup and execution strongly suggests dropping an opponent directly on their head. While this type of impact is seen in strong-style wrestling, WWE likely wouldn't condone it. Interestingly, research suggests no one has actually been injured by this move, perhaps indicating its effectiveness when performed perfectly. Likely by highly skilled wrestlers like Randy Orton, it bears some resemblance to Randy Orton's draping DDT, which he executes safely. Therefore, it might be more logical for another wrestler to adopt this move after Orton retires, creating a WWE lineage